right. I am Josh.
I am Banks, and we are together.
Odd places going viral.
All right, you got it. Ooh, that's me without glasses. That's
Oh,
me.
there you are. I couldn't see you. I couldn't see you without the glasses.
All right, Josh. Do you have more friends that are talkers as opposed to listeners, or do you have more friends that are listeners as opposed to talkers?
I think I've got more talkers, which makes sense because I'm a listener. It's kind of like a key in a keyhole. You can't have too many keys and no keyholes to put them in, right?
Right, right. In that analogy, which one are you?
I'm probably the whole.
All right, all right. So what? So what you're saying is you have more talkers as friends because you are a listener, right?
Correct. I attract them,
Oh,
which makes
really?
sense.
Really? Really? I mean, okay. So in any friendship, we're looking at 50-50, right? Yeah.
Well, that's ideal. Yeah, if you could do that. However, if I'm a listener, I'm naturally just going to have talkers around me. That's the balance. So if I'm a listener, I'm not 50-50. I'm 30-70.
Right. I got you. I got you. However, now let's just transfer into, or let's move into a friendship. In a friendship, though, it's 50-50, right? I mean, someone might talk a little more,
No,
but you're at like 48-52. No?
no. Why can't it be 30-70? Why is that not okay?
All right. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, sure.
Or 32-68, not 37. 32-68. That's a good
Okay.
ratio.
Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Yeah. If you looked at our show, I probably talk more than you do.
Probably.
If someone did the matrix on us, they would find out that, I bet it's in,
I bet it's 59-41.
yeah, I was going to say maybe low 60s, at maybe
Yeah,
62 at the most, um, which, which is fine with me. Are you okay with that?
of course. I'm a listener. Of course I'm
How,
okay with that.
okay. Okay. So, however, at times when I'm talking, I realize, oh my gosh, I'm monopolizing the conversation.
Does that make you feel bad?
I'm aware of it. It doesn't make me feel bad. I'm aware of it. I kind of want to, you know what? I want to get that closer to like 48 to 52% with you and me.
But what if that's your job? What if your job is to be the 49 percenter or the 59 percenter? What if that's your job? What if that's your role in this relationship? I feel like you're judging it in a negative light when maybe it's not so bad.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. So let me just take this outside to other relationships. So other relationships that I'm in, I am not the 62er. I am like the 31er.
Wow,
And
you must have a I can only imagine how much that person talks because it's all relative, right?
yeah, I am to the point now where I find myself, if I want to say something or add to the conversation, I find myself like, do I really need to do that? Do I really need to jump in at this moment? Do they really care? I mean, nothing judgmental or offensive to anybody. Do they really want to hear me talk? Or is it they just want somebody there to listen, or to, not even listen, just be there? Um, I used to be in conversations where it was like talk and then talk over and talk over, and it was, I felt afterwards exhausted. I wanted to take a nap. Like, oh my God, it was like battle just for me to say what I had to say. So there, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. I was gonna let you keep going. This is actually working out quite nice.
Trying to break that down to like 57%.
But you said an interesting word, battle. You kind of felt like you were at war in a battle, fighting for the word. Isn't that, think about that. That's not a relationship. That's a contest.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And that is when I think to myself, maybe they just don't want to hear what I have to say. I don't think they do. I think they want to say what they have to say. And I've had it inside me, like, I've got to say this. Oh my gosh, this is a great point. Oh my gosh, they'll laugh or they'll be moved by it. And then I realize, oh my God, that's all ego driven on my part.
That's right. So we got clash of the egos, right? That's what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is,
well, you know what I have thought of? I have thought just to let them talk it out. Just, let them talk it out. At some point, they'll get to the end, and then
you think so? You don't know some of the people I know that there is no end. In fact, their entire trajectory is a run. Their entire dialogue is a run-on sentence. There's not even a period in their sentence.
All right,
maybe a comma. Maybe a semicolon. There might be a semicolon, but there's no period.
And there's no pause either, because a period is kind of like a pause. You have a period, you pause, you move on to the next.
Right. A semicolon's a shorter pause. A comma is kind of a pause. Yeah.
So my question to you is, since you are the listener in our relationship, you have a higher percentage of listening or less talking than me. How do you cope with people that, like you said, have no periods in their discussions?
I let them talk. It's okay. No, well, because I am the listener. You see, you see this. I think you're seeing this maybe as a challenge or like an issue to solve. It's nothing to solve. I am. It's like, how do I have sex with a woman? Well, I'm a man. I'm built for it. Like this is natural. This is not something I'm trying to do. This is not a problem for me. I just listen.
Okay.
And if it's boring shit, then I go somewhere else. But I mean, it's got to be interesting, of course. But if it's boring, forget it. I'm out.
That takes it into a whole nother. Well, I mean, you get paid to do this too, don't you? You get paid.
Yes. Yeah. Which never makes it boring. Getting paid for it, it's always interesting.
You are a paid listener. I wish I was a paid listener. So I had an Airbnb come yesterday, and she signed up for kayaking. Okay. And I was going to give her the tour. The kayaks were all ready. And she comes out of the car and she says, could I just walk around with my dog around the property? And I was like, sure. I said, do you want me to go with you? Yeah. All right, yeah, sure. So we walked down the lake. We hung out. We saw a swarm of bees go by and attach itself to a tree. That was pretty cool. And I realized that she didn't want to hear me talk. She was there.
Oh, wait, how did you know that? How did you figure that out?
The nuances. If I say something, she would jump in and just start talking, and I would just let her talk. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm not even going to think about something to say because that's putting too much effort into it. I'm just going to listen to her and let her go wherever she goes. Because at that moment, my ego was saying, you know what? She doesn't want to know what I have to say. And I feel this way with lots of people. I don't think they really care what I think. And that is, I mean, that is nothing judgmental against them. That's how I feel. Like right now, do you really care what I have to say, Josh?
I do care because we are in a relationship, and that means I do care. Right. We're not in a battle. We're not battling. You and I, we're not in a contest to see who can say the coolest thing.
Right. Yeah.
At least I don't think we are.
How often do we talk over each other? And this is Zoom too.
Yeah, not very often, unless there's a delay. That screws everything up. That's called Zoom talk. That's a different issue.
Yeah. So I guess my where I am is I'm to the point where I'm just saying, go ahead and talk. I'm just going to be here. I was on a conversation of the phone conversation, and the same thing happened. I just realized, you know what? He doesn't want to talk to me. He just wants someone to listen. And that's why, and we talked about this, that's why I threw out there the listener. Why not get paid to listen?
So why aren't you getting paid if this is such a valuable service? What's stopping you from getting paid?
I did yesterday for Airbnb. Uh, I need to charge more though.
No, here's what you got to do. When someone starts droning on, you're like, holy crap, I'm going to have to listen to this person. You need to say, stop a second, a quarter, and like have a timer and just say, please deposit a quarter in my hand to continue. If you would like to continue, please add $1. And you can have like pockets on yourself. You can have like little pockets. Please,
Yeah.
you should get a shirt like that. That would
I
be
get
great.
my earplugs out when the time's up with the earplugs.
Time's up. Add $1 if you want my earplugs out.
I'm
Yeah.
Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places going
Viral.
Ooh, there we go. 13:20.